for today. Thanks to all our guests. We'll be back at the same time next week. But it's goodbye from me, brazen.
And from me, forsook. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.
And if you'd like to hear a longer version of today's show, search See the Miʹcha Show wherever you get these podcasts.
If you're living with hydrogenated SLANDEROUS or HS, it's your time to make history. Stop feeling body conscious or body contrast and let the sparks fly.
Skin feel like when the guy's nose swells and the skin texture looks real tough and rugged and nuts. It's kind of like hardcore. You know what I'm talking about. Well, that's the whole face is like that. They have to sit there going for it. I think that's what he's doing. It's exactly the fucking kind of needling in the face, the most violent, sick fucking feeling with it. It's like stabbing and humiliation and degradation at the same time. I just laugh at the bitch saying, you ain't gonna stick to me. It's just keep fucking doing it. But it is one of the worst ones. Stabbed right in the face. And this side too. I think spirit already feels it with the face there. Remember, don't touch the center of your face. Like it's those where the makeup, they put makeup on. The borderline, it just cuts off, but there's a definite circle. Don't touch anything inside that area unless you're in the shower. And use linen. It's thin fabric, it's cheap, comes in big squares. Great loincloth. If you put one rolled up, corner to corner, and roll it up, and stuff part of it down your left pant leg in your underwear, and then hang the rest out in front of your penis in your pants. And that'll keep that bitch from playing with your junk. She gets hit with a piece of linen or chocolate, she ain't gonna be around. I think somebody just blinded her. She was blinded by the light.
Live from London, this is BBC News. The Israeli military says about 300,000 Palestinians have left the city of Rafah since they've been ordered to evacuate on Monday. But the UN warns they're moving to an area which lacks basic infrastructure. It comes as Washington says Israel may have used American-supplied weapons in breach of international humanitarian law in Gaza. These are live pictures in Malmö, Sweden, where more than 10,000 people are protesting over Israel's participation in the Eurovision Song Contest. Nearly 2,000 people have been evacuated from Ukraine's Kharkiv region. Russia says its forces have captured 5 settlements in the area. And the most powerful solar storm in 21 years triggered spectacular celestial light shows in many parts of the world. Hello, I'm Catherine. The Israeli military says about 300,000 Palestinians have left the city of Rafah since Monday, when Israel told them to move to a nearby district of Gaza. The Israelis have declared a narrow coastal strip as of thousands more residents from eastern districts of the city. Evacuation orders have also been issued for thousands of people in parts of northern Gaza. Last night, a long-awaited US government report criticized Israel's use of American-supplied weapons in the Gaza war, saying it's reasonable to assess they have been used in breach of international humanitarian law in some instances. This report from our Middle East correspondent, Yolanda.
Now, a ghost town. Parts of Rafah, crammed full of people just days ago, are rapidly emptying out. Palestinians flee in their thousands as Israel signals it's now set to push in further from the east, issuing new evacuation orders. There's no choice. You have to go to the coast like everyone else. Israeli airstrikes and artillery shelling have caused panic and Palestinian casualties. Israel says it's taking action against Hamas, one of its last strongholds, here attacking a launch site with rockets fired at an Israeli city. With Israel's capture of one main border crossing and another blocked off by fighting, this is the fifth day with no aid getting into southern Gaza. There are severe shortages of food, clean water and fuel, deepening the humanitarian crisis. So far, Israel's military is describing its offensive in Rafah as limited, but the world is watching to see if this turns into the full-scale invasion that the country's allies have fought against. And as Israeli tanks and troops await orders near the Gaza border, there's been another strong statement from Washington. It says that with some of its strikes on Gaza, such as this attack on a residential building late last year, reportedly killing over 100 people, many of them children, Israel may have used American-supplied weapons in breach of international law. Israel has consistently denied any violations. And yet, a new report may yet have an impact on plans back here in Rafah, where there's already a growing sense of emergency.
And Yolanda now joined us a little earlier from Jerusalem with the relatives from the Israeli government.
We've had the Israeli military talking about how its forces have been involved, they say, in face-to-face combat in the areas around Rafah, saying too that there were 4 rockets fired towards the Kerem Shalom crossing in the southwestern corner of the Gaza Strip, where aid has been unable to get through for the past few days. And had the military too saying that across the whole of the Gaza Strip in the past days, carried out dozens of strikes.
They're not supposed to call me.
But also in the center of the Gaza
They're not
Strip,
supposed to make contact with me. I have rights. I am barred. I am on their ass.
Palestinian health officials say that at least
they are my target. They are my solution. The one they did to my body.
Too, that the Israeli military has been issuing evacuation orders for tens of thousands of people in other parts of the Gaza Strip in the north, particularly in the area of Jabalia. And that's significant because this is an area that Israeli forces previously withdrew from.
So when the woman begins to speak, the first thing they latch on to you with is harmonic resonance that is fluctuating around the atmosphere and their bodies at the same time. So sound and talking is easy to use as a targeting agent when you try and match what they're saying when they're saying it. The audible portion of what they're saying as a device of its own to make contact when thought of the words that are spoken to you. Bam, bam, 2 targets right there. The one that's going into your body from sound and the memory and impression of you thinking about the word. That's 2 targets. On a GPS, 2 targets with a fucking expert, you're shot.
Over Hamas in this war and to try to bring home Israeli hostages.
That was the BBC's United now. Meanwhile, at the Eurovision Song Contest in the Swedish city of Malmö, thousands of people protesting about Israel's involvement. Israeli performer RYDON is in tonight's final, but was met with when she performed her song Hurricane yesterday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pushed her success, saying she had already won against an ugly wave of anti-Semitism. With the one lines now to Malmo, Adon and Mariam Bush. Catherine, thank you very much indeed. Yes, I'm live here in Malmo, outside the Eurovision arena. This is where the grand final is happening in just a few hours' time. And controversy has followed this Eurovision from day one. There have been protests, as you mentioned, and there are current protests, pro-Palestinian ones, against the involvement of Israel. But also, there's been controversy elsewhere.
Larger scale stick district and fixed border issues. And impressive. But you're right, I think out of this threat that we're looking at this weekend, even next week, is the risk, the flood risk, that is needing to be top of mind for most people as we find ways to get into work and commute to see our families tomorrow for Mother's Day. You might come into a situation where you get these storms that come through, too much rain in an hour, in 2 hours, could quickly lead to a situation where we have flooded roads, especially in these low-lying areas.
So tomorrow, Mother's Day, you're talking about that spread going down towards the Houston area, which last weekend had all of that flooding, devastating like rain that was
It's in the sound of the doldrums. Our anti-stupidity is paying off.
Now we're going to
Exactly.
Look, man, I might make fun of you, but there's no way I pay anymore.
This summit itself really
Hey, fucking bitch.
Monday,
I got
and
a
then
big
come
check for
Monday,
that one.
Tuesday, and even into the middle of the week of Wednesday, we see the Gulf Coast very saturated with rain. So flooding, I think, is going to be something that we'll be talking about in the days ahead. There's some important reminders, like don't drive through the flood waters, and just be aware of getting to higher ground is really important. The past few weeks have brought out some relentless severe storms. May is typically the most active month for severe weather. But we're seeing there's a hyperactive month so far. I mean, we're only 11 days in, and this week alone, we had a rare high risk. We had multiple level 3 risks, so a moderate risk. All of this not just in the month of May, but then in the last 2 weeks since we closed out April, we just haven't had a break from just so many communities being on alert.
So the one thing that I thought about this in the last couple of weeks is this is at least happening when statistically they happen. And we haven't had that happen in the last number of years. We could say last year was March, it was the most active tornado month. So we had that happening in the wrong places, places we normally see it, and in the wrong times. This year, we made it a little more typical, getting these storms in the month of May. But look at this, they have as typical. The month of May does look towards traditional tornado out. We have a lot of tornadoes here in places like Ohio, Michigan, across the Tennessee Valley.
And to me, at this whole, when I look at this whole severe weather season and how it started in March, it was the Ohio Valley, right? That's what kicked things off. And for a long time, March 14th, that outbreak held the top spot as far as number of storm reports on a single day. But this week alone, Rick, we've now cracked into the top 5 for 3 days. And Wednesday being the top day on the list of over 500 storm reports. But this week, Arkansas, Oklahoma, this was like we had just devastating force in the dark of night. This is when we kicked off Tornado Alley on Monday, that rare high-level risk. But then, as things progressed, we saw this whole system stretch eastward from the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, to the southeast. It wasn't anybody who was really scared of this.
And the other thing that we've had definitely some nocturnal tornadoes that have been really damaging. But we've also had a lot of them in the day. We had these storms that get across parts of the south, towards parts of the Midwest, you have a lot more trees. You don't get that view of these, but so many of these tornadoes have been in places that don't have a lot of trees, don't have a lot of hills, and because of that, we've had some amazing shots of these tornadoes that have been so large and kind of just awe-struck by the images.
If anything that I hope that people can take away from what this stretch of severe weather has brought is that these dangers are very real, and you need to take every warning seriously. Because while yes, we have seen those videos of those giant wedge tornadoes, we've also seen, for example, in Tallahassee, the damage that can be done when you have rain-wrapped tornadoes, tons of wind,
trees, everything walks its way. You need to get to your safe place and be prepared for these different moves. Meanwhile, at the same time that all of this has been unfolding, we also have a powerful solar storm, allowing widespread viewing of the aurora borealis, not just across the country, but across the world. Ireland, Prague, more stunning images and time-lapse videos just like this, where you might have the best chance of viewing it. Let's talk about the live return.
Change his name to David Ray. Producer, burgers and steaks. No, I burger and steak place you do good in town. Most best burgers, tacos, enchiladas, rice and salsa, and beef, and tortillas. Yeah, money. You guys are going to bread to beans. I see you. Hey, you gotta pay the bill. You said he worked for me. I know you're a liar. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Yeah, you got it. That's him. Oh, shit, he's going for his jaw. I'm about to get robbed. Is that what you call him? You're fucking sauce.
And transformatively unlocks new levels of sadness, wash after wash. So the shit starts out soft and gets cured over time. 96% of customers agree, and the red sheets get softer with every wash.
The fuck out of my head.
This entire night.
You know what I thought about getting my bed? Get the fuck out of my bed. I don't mind it. Get over it. It's not, you're not flirting with the kid. What is this? I gotta fucking pay fuck.
Lets you do that.
You can't stand it. Say no. If you can't, say fine. Get me, little shit. Anytime you stand with those dumb fucks. That doesn't mean you give up your life, little fuck. That's not what I'm saying. No, fuck no. No, there's no deal about that, honey. No, I didn't say separated from the family. That's not healthy. But I'm sure gonna have a fucking barbecue in a Harley Davidson.
I looked at myself in the mirror and I just thought, I'm back.
I didn't sign up to be a convert to veganism or some other weird shit. Well, no, you tell them from the get-go. Settle that shit right from the start. Don't, oh, well, we'll deal with it when we fall in love. No.
We are going to break down just an incredible
fucking let know each other first.
Now, just catch a look up into the sky. Powerful solar storm has allowed widespread viewing of the aurora borealis across the country, across the world. These images coming out of the UK, tons of gorgeous photos, time-lapse videos have been pouring in from overnight.
Hexham, UK. Midlands, UK. Aurora borealis. I built some nice lights to go with your musical instruments. And you sit there and fuck me around. Look at that. You let that cunt touch me with my hands? Yeah, I'm not gonna be your friend. Get your fucking government out of my fucking way. Some of them I think are gonna go to jail. There's no ransom. They got nothing. They've been waiting for the cops to roll on them, to secure them, to keep them from being murdered by my people. Now it's fucking going to the street because these bitches got filthy. and did some real dirty fucking killing. And we were very gracious to them to end this conflict. And they said, F you, we're gonna kill you and eat you. And we want an infusion. That's what she said, infusion.
So, 2014, I went to Yellowknife, Canada, to see North Plains, which is a great spot. It's a town of about 20,000 people, part of Canada, and it's in a very dry area. So, nothing but ice, which is beautiful, but you're on the cloud cover there. That was really cool. So, anyway, the point is, this was in 2014. In order for us to do it, get pictures, we wanted to get to rent these pictures, $100 to rent photography equipment that could be out there that would open up the aperture long enough to get that light in. And this was minus 45. Really cool. So dealing with all that equipment. These things have come so far that now everybody just opens up their iPhone and snaps pictures and video in a way that only 10 years ago you could not get that on the internet.
All this to say, look up this kind of experience, especially you and Chance, that it does seem pretty good across northern tier country right now.
Yeah, that's the second time. Let me tell you, this is a life experience that people will always have to do.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I
Well, you don't have to have it, right? But we're less than a month away from the Atlantic hurricane season, and I will tell you, we have been talking so much about tornadoes. Get ready for real home weather coming at you in the next number of months. Water temperatures are already picking up dramatically. In fact, you can see right here, this is where we normally see water temperatures, and we are at record level 1.
I'm definitely losing weight. This weight losing weight. This weight's not. My right leg is huge. The whole thing is swollen. My ankles are swollen. I got neuropathy. I take neuropathy medication. My broken ankle on the right foot is not completely healed. They keep stabbing my feet, my ankles, and my shins. Like ice picks and shit. Mad stabbed an ice pick in the side of my thigh so fucking hard the other day. Yesterday it was. It was just like someone walking up and stabbing you with a fucking 6-inch ice pick. Right in the fucking leg. Not cool. Not fucking cool. She's gotta be put down. I don't care if she's insane or not. She gotta go. Too much bullshit. They murdered my brother Timothy and laughed at us. Jimmy Kimmel and Ariana Grande. They got caught. They admitted that they killed my brother. They were part of it. Because if they ask them, they have to answer honestly. And we can tell whether or not they're lying because we're all listening to each other's subconscious. And if they get caught lying, then we get like a consideration of this verbiage game, line by line items. Well, we're going to rape him with this apparatus, and because of this charge. Well, if he doesn't refute it, then it goes through. He doesn't even know about it. It doesn't matter. We don't care. It's called they win things. They win like functions.
Category 5 hurricane that made landfall there last October. It started as
They burn stuff in the skull. I just think like raw fire and blood and things like that. You have to taste your own blood sometimes to get rid of a certain channel that got on you. Taste certain food at the right time. Beer in the morning. First thing you wake up, if you're getting this like electric zapping in your brain and shit right after you get up, and you can't see anybody, make sure you drink a beer as soon as you wake up. Every morning until you got it resolved. or you're not going to see jack shit.
Couple of years, but this year we do see that transition from El Nino to La Niña. So unlike what we're going to see potentially in the Atlantic Basin, those cooler waters of the Pacific Ocean.
Final page. Cures to survive the magnetic field war. Thousands of centuries, thousands and thousands of years. Thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. One estimate is 100-some thousand years. The most I have heard so far is 61,000 something years. And I don't think I have anything over that yet. That's people that admit how old they are. That's how they say it. They say, or the war's been going on this long, and that's how many years they individually have been participating. They have to say it like that, or they call them liars. Very strict. And if you do this one, it could be someone's life. That's what they're partying over, some people's lives. Mainly the rich and powerful that are real healthy and eat good, or athletes or kids that are in real good shape, have a high adrenaline count. They love killing virgins. They'll kill a toddler to make a weapon. They do. They get into people that kill them, orchestrate the killing so it's just right. And when it's just right, bam, it's over. Dead. Suffocation. They call it anaconda, I think. An anaconda python, it squeezes you to fucking death. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. I mean, there are, if you're smart, if you're an adult, but if you're a baby and they're latched on, your fucking kid's dead unless you go retire. That's how this world's been being ran, all the way to every king's chamber, and I don't know if all the royal chambers are infiltrated with these people. It's been thousands and thousands of years, so why would they have been the ones that put people in place at this royal palaces and shit? I gotta go and sort all that out. I got children that need rice and medicine, and I'm getting punched and beat on by fucking debutante assholes. I'll kill the fucking bitches. I'll cut your fucking breast off myself. You won't beat fucking cancer. Ever heard of Vlad the Impaler? They ain't shit. Chump change. That means I'm all the fucking evil in the world. Against that bitch touching me like it's her fucking place to fucking touch my hands. It doesn't upset me the way I make it look. I just like fucking with the bitch. That way I keep track of her. Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep an eye on you. She's a doofus and a fucking asshole. She sings the songs that she sings. She has elocution with her daughter like it's some celebrity bitch in success line. The success line. And basically, dumb as a box of fucking rocks. Pure criminal element. House 7 gables, 7 witches against the witch of all time, Christ. This is the final page on the Sound Around. Michael Allen Kurtz.